Hello everyone, Mystic Jade here. Welcome to Mysticjadestarotmancy. Today we have a pick-a-pile reading for the week ahead. We have Rose Quartz, Chrysoprase, and Moonstone. So go ahead and take a second and focus on each pile to see which one you connect to closest. Underneath the crystal, we have two different animal oracle cards and the Crystal Visions Tarot. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Focus in on a second. Focus in for a second, sorry. And go ahead and jump forward to your reading. See you there. Hello, beautiful souls that have chosen pile 1. This week we are going to take a look into what's ahead for you. And this is a timeless reading, so it really doesn't matter when you're watching it. You'll find it when you're meant to. Let's go ahead and start with the crystal. So the rose quartz, it says, I approve of myself and love myself deeply and completely. So this week you really need to focus on some self-love, some self-care, and really focus on the things that you can do for yourself to make sure that you feel loved and cared for by you, as you in a sense to reciprocate the love and care that you give to others. Like, just make sure that you are giving yourself the same love and care. Okay, these are supposed to be quick and to the point, so we're just going to keep on moving. We have squirrel, always prepared for your animal message this week. You may feel a little bit overwhelmed in trying to get everything together. Maybe you're getting ready for a vacation or traveling, or maybe you just have a lot going on this summer that you really need to keep a tight schedule with the kids and all of that. But Spirit is asking you or reminding you to not stress out so much, that you're far more prepared than you think you are. But also remember to have fun in this process of preparedness. Don't let yourself get too overwhelmed, and make sure that you are still living within your cheerful disposition as you run and scurry around and take care of everybody and take care of yourself this week. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot card. The Three of Swords, the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a lot of like very mixed energy. Like, these are very like opposing energies. So I feel like this is you, like this is you behind the scenes, and this is you on the scenes. This is you as an introvert. This is you as an extrovert. And I feel like it's brought you into this middle ground of like kind of holding tight to the things that you have, and having gratitude, but almost in a way of like, I can't lose more. I can't lose more. I can't lose more. I can't lose anything else. I can't possibly endure anything else, is this like energy I'm getting from this. But you're trying so hard to put on this like cheery, fun disposition, like you have it all together, you're taking care of everybody, everything on the surface looks great. However, your feelings and your insides are kind of going through this like dark period of turmoil and heartache, and trying to recover. And in trying to recover, it's making you like hoard your feelings, or hoard your material things, or hoard money. It's just giving you a sense of like, I can't possibly lose everything else, and I cannot possibly allow the world or people outside of my incredibly tight circle to truly see what's going on here. Let me pull a clarifying card and see. Let's ask Spirit what we can do to help pull you out of this dark times, because you're trying really hard. I get the sense that you're trying really hard to not let whatever this is really cloud you, because you want to be this sun, you want to be this bright light for people, but behind closed doors you feel like you are not worthy, and you feel like you're just in a lot of silent pain. I'm getting silent pain, quiet pain, crying late at night. Oof, I don't like this energy. how can we clarify this message for pile 1? How can we clarify this message for pile 1? So with the snarling dog, I know that card looks like really not fun. But really it's asking you to help get to the root of the problem, to help find the origin of what's really causing the heartbreak. Because obviously there's like the overarching issue, the overarching heartbreak, the overarching loss. But what is really keeping you tied to that pain? And what can you do to have empathy for yourself in trying to heal? Be softer with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Whatever's happened is really hard. And it's okay to need to process and heal in order to come back to this to this sun and bright energy. It's okay to need to process. And it's okay that these heartaches are part of life's path, you know? And I hate saying that. Like, I feel like I'm just making excuses for heartache, and that's not good. But I feel like we're very much in a place of like, we really need to work on healing ourselves from the inside out in order to become the truest version of who we want to be. Like, this is your opportunity to start fresh. This is your opportunity to almost rebuild who you are as the best version that you want to be. Whatever this is really tore you down, put you in rock bottom, and you're really trying to rebuild yourself and become the person that you've always admired. You're right there. You need to have empathy for yourself on this path. This week, really focus on that self-care and having empathy for yourself so that you can start to heal and feel better and move about the world in a more truer sense, rather than this just being the extroverted shell. This is who you are trying to embody. Keep going, my friend, because there is so much sunlight and hope ahead for you. The dog is the Fool energy, and then that's what I'm talking about, it being like the fresh start, the beginning of a brand new journey. You are right there at the precipice of something new, and it's just going to take you having forgiveness, love, and passion for yourself, and appreciating the goodness that you have in your heart, and the wonderful person that you have. That you are. Okay, let's get into the final card here. Animal Apothecary. It's in you. Card 24. I'm going to read from this book because I really like the messages that these have. It's in you, not so cowardly lion. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion traveled the yellow brick road to get to Emerald City to request what his heart most longed for: courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For in his heart there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within. What you seek, you too have in you. Do not give up the journey. Persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly Lion, who now has transformed into Confident Lion, shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please, please see me? What if this entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running toward external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? Period. That's exactly what we were talking about. This is within you that needs to heal, and you need to have the confidence to love yourself. And I know that that's weird to say that it takes confidence to love yourself, but as somebody who flippin' hated herself and has come so incredibly far, it's making me tear up. Just the way that I used to speak to myself and the way that I speak to myself now is night and day, and who I am is night and day, and this is what you have coming towards you, my friend. Please love yourself and have the confidence to do so, and know that you are worthy. You are absolutely worthy of the love that you give to others. You are. And you need to have gratitude for that, and gratitude for you. Look at the things that you're doing on a daily basis for the ones you love. Look at how hard you work. Appreciate yourself for that, because you deserve it. Okay, now that I'm all teary-eyed, that's all that I have for you, my friends. If you watched this reading and picked this pile, go ahead and leave a green heart in the comments below to let me know and help getting all tongue-tied here, and help show support for my channel. As you can see, I am really just getting started. So your support right now is the most important thing to my channel. So please go ahead and leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll be back again to read for you again soon. Bye-bye. Hello, magical souls that have picked pile 2. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. We are looking into what is coming up for the week ahead, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this reading, that is the week we are speaking of. Let's go ahead and get started, where you're going to start with your crystal. You have chosen the pile of Chrysoprase, so let's see what it says on the back. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. You need some love and healing this week, and nurturing. Okay, let's get into the animal. Elephant, greatness. I rarely see this card. Rarely. So you are an incredibly unique group of people. This card, I have had this deck since 2021, and I rarely see the elephant card. We are going to, in the elephant, we are seeing that you empower an immense greatness within you. You naturally succeed and you naturally achieve things in your life, and you have the ability and the wisdom to overcome anything. You have a wonderfully sharp memory, even if you don't think so sometimes, and it takes things to make, like, I don't know, I'm going to go off on a tangent for the ADHD brain because I don't want you to self-sabotage or be like, oh, this reading's not for me because I don't have great memory. Actually, you're really freaking sharp about the things you're really freaking sharp about, right? So just know that even before you start the negative self-talk, you're amazing. Stop it, okay? Anyways, you inspire people. Like, people see you and they're just like, wow, how majestic. Like, I want to be that person. How do I embody that greatness? So you have a magnetism, and you need to see that for yourself and nurture your heart in a way that allows you to receive that message. These are meant to be short and sweet, so we're going to get right into the tarot cards. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So let me move that over a little bit. Okay. So actually, let me see if I can make room for all 3 of these here a little bit. Okay, so what I'm getting in this is that this week, you need nurturing because you're coming off the back of a heavy battle, in a sense. You have been very stressed and overwhelmed, grinding, working yourself to a bone, in a sense. You feel like things just kind of are not stopping, and it's a constant energy, constant flow, constant things flying at you. Spirit is asking you right now to take some time out and return to the earth. And in that, I mean rest. Like, right now, you really need to work on taking the time out to calm your nerves, return yourself to center, because this has got you like really worked up. And this like hot fire energy might be you like popping off at people a little bit, or like maybe not having the best attitude around things because you're just so stressed and overwhelmed. So it's kind of making you be a little bit like short. And Spirit is reminding you that these are people that you love and care about. So we need to mind how we're speaking to them, and we need to take some time out and take a break so that we can have a refreshed energy and come back into behaving, I don't want to say not behaving, but acting more within our true self and within our nurturing heart. You've worked hard enough and you have planted the seeds, and right now you need to take some rest to let your garden grow, because you're coming into King of Pentacles energy. You're coming into being able to have more of a leadership role and being able to direct rather than being directed. So you really need to have some patience with yourself and for the others around you, and nurture your heart and your energy this week so that you can really embody this King of Pentacles energy as it's coming into your life. Okay, let's get on to the Oracle card. Shake, release, heal, move on. And that is exactly what you need to do when you are sitting in this earth energy and really in this rest, meditative energy. You need to shake, release, heal, and move on from all of the heavy weight and all of the overwhelming energy that you have been carrying. I really like the messages in this book, so I'm going to read what it says, and hopefully my voice makes it through. Typically never have issues with my voice, and every time I go to record, my voice likes to like go all funky. So maybe I need to do some shake, release, and healing. Maybe I need to do some releasing or unblocking magic. Somebody's blocking my voice. Anyway, moving on. Antelope. Antelope stands on the savannah, enjoying a cool breeze. In the blink of an eye, Cheetah pounces and mounts Antelope's back, making him freeze with fear and become immobilized. Any spectator would assume Antelope is dead. Cheetah drags Antelope's limp body back to a shaded area to begin her feast, but is interrupted by a gang of hyenas. Cheetah, now focused on protecting her food, abandons Antelope to address the approaching hyenas. It is in this moment that the antelope's body will conduct the genius of its intelligence. Still unconscious, Antelope's stomach begins to rise and fall in deep breaths, his body shaking and quivering. Antelope opens his eyes, clumsily rises to his hooves, and bursts into the most powerful run of his life. Antelope's body saves his life. This card is inspired by Dr. Peter Levine's studies on animals in the wild and the ability of movement to release and dispel trauma and anxiety from the body. Often after the immobility phase of terror, the animal shakes and quivers before returning to full consciousness and running away. The shaking and running are a physiological response to discharge the trauma energy from the nervous system. The genius of the body's movement is that the animal then does not have to suffer the debilitating effects of post-traumatic stress disorder. The only creatures that do not instinctively exhibit this behavior of shaking to release trauma are humans and animals in captivity. Antelope's medicine is literally telling you to move. One powerful technique is to set an intention before and during your exercise routine. For example, before you go for a jog, you would say, "This movement is for me to let go of this resistance inside and overcome my current obstacle." During your run, you would repeat this over and over again. If you're about to do a yoga session, you might continuously repeat, "I am dedicating this yoga practice to releasing my trauma, stepping into my power, and falling deeply in love with myself and life." Connecting intention with movement yields powerful results. So in that, I'm getting that you really are in a phase that you need to let your body do the shaking and healing and releasing. Take a moment out to recollect yourself, to close everything down, and then as soon as you are ready, pop back up and get going, because you need a refresh. You need a fresh start. You need something to kickstart your momentum in a different way, because the way that you're going about things right now is far too overwhelming, and it's coming out in the way that you are treating other people and the way that you're treating yourself. One more clarifying message before we go. Oh, there we go. The Magician's Wand. You have the power to make your wildest desires come true. You have the ability, and you have the education, you have the sharp mind, you have everything that you need to make your wildest dreams come true. Like I just said, I'm repeating myself now, but your magician's toolbox is full, and it's just up to you to use those tools at your disposal. And as soon as you're ready to get up and get going, like, you really need a pause here. There has to be some sort of like vacation, staycation, or even traveling. Like, whatever it is that makes you feel reconnected to yourself and to the earth is what you absolutely need to do. And you need to use the tools that you have in your toolbox to allow yourself, or to help you, to aid you in taking the time out, because it's really important for your energy and your, I want to say your soul, but it really is. Like, you really need to take a step back from the grind, because it's not, you're not getting as far as you think by just putting your head down and grinding. You need to take a step back and pause for a second. And not in a way that harms your wallet or anything like that, but just in a way that helps your mind ease. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you. I am so sorry if this was a heavy message. I think the really important message here is that you really need to take time out and nurture yourself to shake, heal, and release the heaviness that you have been carrying. And it's almost like a heaviness that you're avoiding in taking on all of these tasks. You're trying to avoid healing by taking on too much, so that you don't have to have a moment alone, so that you can't sit in your feelings because you don't want to process them. You're taking on too much. Spirit's like, dude, come on. Time to heal. Time to shake, release, and heal, so that you can truly step into what you deserve. Okay, sorry. Sometimes Spirit is just like, wait, clarify this way. So it's just what it is. Okay, thank you so much, friends. If you've made it this far, leave a wand in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share. As you can see, my channel is still very, very small, and my growth truly depends on your interaction with my video. So please make sure to like, comment, and share, and do all the things, and I'll read for you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, wonderful souls that have picked pile 3. Let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. This is meant to be quick and sweet about the week ahead, and this is a timeless reading. So whatever week it is that you found this reading is the week that it's about for you. Let's go ahead and jump in. We have the Moonstone here. Isn't it so pretty? It says, I am in the divine flow of my soul, rhythms, and life cycles. We are just flowing through life. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. You have a sense of magnetism about you that draws people in, and people really like being around you because it feels good, but it's almost in a sense of like they're trying to get a little bit of like your good energy, your like they want you to rub off on them a little bit. Like you feel like good luck to other people. People feel like good things happen to them when you're around them. So I'm getting a little bit of like, this is amazing energy for the right people. However, make sure that you are putting up the correct boundaries and protections and layers of it, so that the vampire energies, like the vampiric soul-sucking energies, can't get to you, because you don't deserve that. You deserve to be the right amount of luck for the right people, not people who are going to use and overwhelm your energy. Okay, let's get into the tarot. I'm going to move these over a little bit just to give myself some space. We have the 6 of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. This week, you may be healing. There's a letting go energy here. There is a letting go. There is a healing, letting go, and coming into yourself. So this is like a whole process coming in. This is like what's happened. So that I'm getting like time frames for some reason. I never get time frames on readings, but the Cups is like a flow, and then the Swords is quick, and the Pentacles is steady, right? This is a slow grow. So we have something here that it's like, I'm getting, you've had a connection. You've had to let go of some sort of really deep connection this week, or recently, or you will be, and you're preparing yourself. And in letting go of this energy and this connection, you are healing your inner child. It's like this connection was really, and it doesn't have to be a loved one. It could be a friend. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a lover or a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. It doesn't have to be that. This is any kind of relationship. This is any kind of relationship that you really held close to your heart, because this is a relationship that you either kept from your childhood and now it's needing to let go because you've outgrown each other and you don't know how to not hurt each other, or it's energy of a parent that you just have been trying to get along with and you just can't, and it's time to let go. This is a lot of energy. This is not one specific type of relationship. You know what relationship it is if this reading is for you. And it's time to let go. It's time to release. It's time to pause and take a break, because whatever's going on in this energy was really part of this process is healing your inner child and letting go of those old child wounds that you've been carrying. And Spirit's almost offering it. I feel like this is future you looking at past you, saying, here is the gift of healing. Now is the time. Don't be afraid, child, because the future is bright and things will be okay. You will heal from these wounds and things will be okay. Future you is here to show you that you walk out of these muddy waters and find growth and beauty and find the path that's meant for you. Look at all of these pentacles. Look at the castle in the background. Like, you are meant for greatness, my friend. And this, letting go of this, is going to help you find a sense of peace in your heart. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a minute. And it's going to feel dark and it's going to feel desolate. But know that you are healing and you have the incredible power to heal. You really do. Lean on yourself. Lean on your community. Take classes if you need to. Go to counseling. I'm really sorry if you hear this stupid loud car. You are truly coming into a life path that looks like what you have always desired. Maybe it's woman in the woods energy, but it's energy of feeling surrounded by unconditional love and happiness and wealth in many forms. So just have hope and know that as hard as things may feel right now, you are coming into a phase of life and who you are meant to be. This is part of your healing process. This is part of your growth process. Okay, last card here. Master Manifester. Like I'm saying, you have the power to create the reality that you deserve and you have in front of you. This is heavy, like material wealth energy, and you have the power to manifest that into your future, and you're doing that. And part of this healing and letting go is catapulting you towards that. I really like the messages in this book, so I'm gonna read what the book has to say. Okay. Master Manifester, Raven. Raven lived a lonely life in the dark abyss of the universe with only one other creature, Spider. Anytime Spider crawled to Raven, Raven would freeze in terror, and Spider would sadly crawl away, for she did not want to scare Raven. Often you can find Raven gazing into the endless universe and dreaming about creating the world. Everything in his heart wanted to experience so much more, but he just didn't know how to create it. One day, Spider saw Raven projecting his dream into the universe. Spider crawled up to Raven, and as usual, Raven froze in fear. Spider sadly looked up to Raven, suffocating in his fear, and right before Spider was about to dart away, she decided to use her voice. She said, "Dear Raven, I know you do not trust me, but I can help you." Raven seemed to snap out of his hypnotic state of terror for a moment and looked down at Spider. "I can weave your dream into existence," said Spider. It was at this moment that Raven understood. Not only did he have to befriend his fear, who was Spider, but that his fear is what held the gift to allow him to manifest his dream. Once Raven could accept and deeply love all aspects of himself, one being the spider who represented his fear, he then was able to become the ultimate magician, the master manifester. Raven's medicine says that you honor all aspects of your being and you become whole. Wholeness equates to self-love, and your wholeness supercharges your magnetism to attract and create. When you befriend the painful parts of your personality, you will find they are the ones that hold the secrets to allow you to fully step into your purpose. A beautiful message, and that it speaks right to what we're talking about. If you letting go of these past versions of yourself, letting go of these wounds that you no longer need to carry, so that you can become almost like your friend again and really catapult yourself into these things that you've been desiring. You have the power to manifest all that you desire. You need to let go of the fear holding you back and just go, move, walk through these dreams, walk this path that you have been weaving and building brick by brick in your mind. You have to walk the path, and Spirit is telling you to let go of fear and take the first step, because the only thing holding you back is that fear. Okay, let's get some clarifying messages, and then we are all done. Any final messages for the people who have chosen pile 3? We have the Potter's Cup, and this card is he's working with his hands. He's bringing into reality, they are bringing into reality what their mind has been envisioning. So this is right with exactly what we're talking about. You have the power to bring into this world exactly what you're envisioning. You just need to let go and heal so that you have the space in your mind to create what you've always desired. It's like this is taking up too much space in your mind and it's holding you back, and you really need to let go and heal and really grow out of these feelings that you've been carrying as a kid. Because once we become an adult, it's less so about what our parents have done to us and more so, or whoever in the past has done to us, and more so how we go about healing. It's more so about how we choose to move within that after that. Who is the person that we choose to be despite this kind of energy? Whatever you're coming into is going to be a great source of happiness and abundance for you. It is going to be something maybe surprising, or it maybe have been you're envisioning what you want already, but I feel like it's almost in the energy of like, I want a business, I want to be self-sustained, but you don't have a pinpoint on the idea yet. And it's this clouding your ability to pinpoint the idea, to really create exactly what you have been desiring. If it's pottery, let this specifically be your sign to start, or to put the work in and hone your skills. Because you are an incredible artist, you are an incredible creative, you are an incredible musician, you are an incredible teacher, you are an incredible whatever that label is. Fill in the blank for yourself, because you have the power to manifest the reality of being that incredible whatever it is. Okay, I feel like I'm getting rough or repeating or giving some tough love here. I need to start marking my readings as tough love, because every single one is exactly like this energy of like tough love. But anyway, That is all I have for you, my friends. If you've made it this far, leave a crow or a bird in the comments below, a crow or a spider, to let me know that you've made it to the end of the reading and you picked pile 3. As you can tell, my channel is still very small, so my growth really depends on your engagement. Please like, comment, share, do all the things so that I can continue to come back and read for you. All right, see you again soon, friend. Bye-bye.